We're back. Yay! Hello, friends. Welcome to Sunday Sprints. I have a lot of friends here today. Yay! We'll go in a circle that way. Lawrence, you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Lawrence, aka Larry, aka How Dare You Speak to Me. I don't know. There's not much to say. I have my own channel that doesn't have followers, and here I am to spread mirth and positivity.
That's not true. You have a handful.
My mom doesn't count. Actually, no. My mother shouldn't go on my channel. I don't think she'd like it.
It'd be like that sometimes. It'd be like that sometimes.
Solomon is doing the most.
Solomon is
Yes,
an attention hog.
Yeah.
as he should be.
Yeah.
Like, look at him. Look at him. He's perfect.
Oh, he's gonna come up. Oh, there he goes.
Yep.
There he goes.
And he's
Bye, Solomon. We love you.
He's been spotted.
Hello, I'm Sylla. I also have a channel, and I do think I have a little bit more than a handful of followers. And also, I have been sick for the past week and a half. So if I start coughing my lungs out, don't worry. It's a lot better than it used to be just 2 days ago.
All right.
Woo!
I mean, okay. I hope so. I just hope so. But I'm Natalie. I do post here more regularly. And I'm just happy to be here. Chill out. Get some shit done in my house.
Heck yeah.
That's
Heck
all.
yeah. All
Good
right.
stuff.
Yay. So everyone is linked down below if you want to follow them. Today's sprints, we are only going to go latest until 4 p.m. So about 4 hours, because Lawrence and I have to go to Passover dinner.
It's a Passover dinner, yes.
Passover.
Oh, that's nice.
We're going to go celebrate with family. So
Oh, that's nice.
yeah. Friends in the chat. Hi, Roro.
Hello.
Hey, bro.
Rouge's here. All the friends who were yelling with us on
Yes.
the other stream a minute ago.
Now transferred over to here.
Yay. Watching Going 17.
Oh, yeah.
Three-headed dog Cerberus. Oh, interesting.
Into the world. Okay.
Very nice. Very nice. Sylla's
Aw, I missed you too, Roro.
been missed.
Hi, Howl.
Hi.
Hi.
Need a cup
Yes.
of tea. Everyone
Yes.
needs a cup of tea.
Mm.
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
My cup of tea has Harrow the Ninth on it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Roro wants your thoughts.
I'm reading. Pause. Hold on. Am I reading The Tomb of Dragons? I don't remember.
Really left an impression, didn't it?
Hell yeah.
Like, is Rora
I love
more
books,
aware of what
man.
you're reading than you are, Sylla?
Probably.
No worries. Thank you for asking, actually, because we did mention what the book club was reading at the beginning of the last live, like an hour ago, but we didn't mention it at the end because we were like, we gotta skedaddle the sprints. So the annotation station for April, the nonfiction is On Tuberculosis by John Green, not Hank Green, John Green. And then the fiction pick is The Buffalo Hunter by Stephen Graham Jones. And then for the Interstellar Book Club, Sci-Fi Book Club, we are reading Tusks of Extinction by Ray Nagler.
Mm.
Rouge wants us all to dab.
No.
How could you ask? How could you ask
No.
Range of responses.
me? How dare you ask me to do it? Then proceed to
The Buffy what? Oh, the Buffalo
Buffalo.
Hunter.
dab.
Buffalo Hunter.
Close. It's okay.
I maybe see you talk on Tumblr. I might be wrong. Oh, did you talk about it on Tumblr, Sylla?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
It's another of the Catherine Edison books, right? I think
I don't know.
Pause. Hold on. Yeah, it's I still have to read Witness for the Dead, which is the first in that series, but I have read The Goblin Emperor and I loved it because the main character is my baby.
Amazing.
That's very important. He's my child and I love him.
Yay.
But I do have to read Witness for the Dead because I've heard that it's gay, and that's
important.
That is important.
Exactly. That is
Right.
most of what gets me going, all right?
I get you.
Yeah, it's the Buffalo Hunter Hunter. It's a Native American vengeance vampire story.
Yeah, and it's a recent release, so it's also like if you haven't heard of it, well, it's barely been out in the world. So
Yeah, like it came out this year, right? Like maybe like a month max.
Yeah,
literally like less than a month ago. Yeah. All right, cool. So I'm gonna get how long do we want to do for sprints today? Since we're going a little shorter than usual.
I mean, depends on how long you want the yap sessions to be, and if you want to cut us off at some point.
I mean, no. I think you should accept that the app sessions are going to be longer than usual and adjust accordingly.
How does that equate to the opposite?
Because you're accepting it as opposed to trying to prepare for it. You're just like understanding the app sessions are going to go long. Might as well shorten it ahead of time.
Red
Aurora is voting 30 minutes.
Okay, we can do 30 minutes. That makes sense.
I think 30 minutes is nice.
That's what we usually do, right?
Ooh, yeah, 30 to
40
40
to 40. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to have an opinion on what book I should read first?
What are our options?
Oh, well, we have two physical book options. So we have one that I've already started, but I haven't really gotten a lot into it. It is The Prince Without Sorrow in the really pretty Illumicrate edition. Look at those edges.
It's gorgeous.
Look, this is my child. This is my son. I love him already.
As you should.
Thank
I haven't read it, but as you should.
And the other one I haven't started yet, but I also know it's gay. Whoops. So we have this one.
Oh, what's that?
It's called Taiwan Travelogue, and it's like a fictionalized travel report,
Okay.
but it's sapphic.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
I've heard of it, but
I'm liking the cover.
I heard of it, and apparently it won the National Book Award, which, you know, doesn't have to tell you anything, but I think that's kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard good things about it. I've heard that people really enjoyed it. And apparently it's kind of like a travel/food journal, but also the author is sapphic. Mm-hmm. And then we go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's a standalone baby.
Ooh, you know I do love a good standalone.
Yeah. I do need to get my game on with some of my standalones, you know.
The other one's shiny though.
Yeah.
I know.
That's kind of where I'm leaning to. I'm like, but shiny book.
Shiny. Yeah.
At our hearts, we're all magpies. It's okay.
We're not even gonna talk about it. I'm sorry you're not loving your book, Rouge. Oh, I
need to get on this shit. I only read the first book, and I read the first. Terrible fan.
You read the first two?
Yeah, Sky. Do you think the third one so far is better than the second? Because I personally struggled with the second, and I want to know your opinion.
Oh, I want to read this one. Okay, we'll do 30 minutes. 80 minutes and 70 minutes.
Rouge gets it.
Solid.
It's just facts.
Perfect Marriage by Geneva Rose. I've never heard of
that. Yeah, I don't know that one.
I want everyone to read XOXO.
Okay.
Counterpoint. Skip the Bible, get right to the Pauline texts. We can argue about that.
Google. Yes. Oh, good. I'm glad you're in a good mood. Good. And food journal novels, interesting. Read the shiny one. Everyone says shiny.
Shiny one.
Holographic deck.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna start with shiny, and then we're gonna see what happens. Got it.
Worship.
I'm dead. I worship at Rebecca's altar. So
Fair.
I mean, understandable.
Yes.
I've been slacking, but yeah.
Y'all, get it together, y'all. Okay, what theme do we want for our first sprints?
Is there anything possibly matzo related in there?
Matzo. I mean, we have food.
One of them could be soup. It could be matzo ball soup, and I'll vote for it.
If soup comes up, let's see how lucky you are. I guess.
Mulligan on the soup.
Soup. Okay, let me see.
I love soup.
I love soup too. Are we? I'm assuming we're having matzo ball soup today.
Are you kidding me? It's Passover. Of course we're having matzo ball. Passover's whole thing is matzah.
That's true. Matzo.
I had a whole argument with one of my coworkers about this. I'm like, you're supposed to suffer. It's not supposed to taste good. Like, why does everyone try? Judaism is all about finding the loopholes around our suffering. It's like, here's this shitty cracker that history tells us, that the apocryphal history tells us we had because we didn't have time to put yeast in the bread. We're going to make it delicious. Like covered in chocolate? No, suffer.
But chocolate mozz is really good.
It is good. That's the point. It's the problem.
Oh, look how lucky you are.
Oh my God. Let's
soup.
go.
We got soup.
Let's go.
It looks like Hashem has blessed me again today.
Cake.
Cookies.
Cake soup.
Cake. Yeah, I'm feeling cookies. I'm feeling cookies.
Did you know that crackers can crack the world? What?
Is this a reference I'm missing?
I don't know.
Maybe?
I don't know.
I think I'm also feeling the cookies. I'm gonna go with that.
Yes.
You deserve joy and soup, Sylla.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go number 1. I want noodles.
Hell yeah.
Sandwich. It's a bad pun.
I mean, pun is a pun is a pun.
Okay, let's see how. Oh, what's everybody else doing? Sylla's reading. What's everybody else doing?
Oh, shoot. I guess I'm next. I'm trying to work on my book again today. I have a few ideas for the chapter I'm working on, and hopefully I can get the other ideas from Sylla later, because she keeps ignoring my linguistics questions.
I keep what?
I think when you got sick initially, I sent you like some messages about like some like Russian linguistic stuff, and I'm just like, okay, cool, you can just ignore me now, I guess.
Oh, that might have happened in the House of Leaves chat, right?
It was in the House of Leaves chat, yes.
Yeah, the House of Leaves chat was just me consecutively losing my mind, so I might have missed it.
I'll bother you about it later. Don't worry.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God. Well, I'll be working on reorganizing my manga shelves to account for my like new 25 volumes of Tokyo Ghoul or some shit. So
well, shit.
That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Yes, love it.
In all fairness, it's really, really easy going from no manga purchases to 25 in like the blink of an eye, because that's basically half a series and that's it. So, you know.
Yes.
It's a serious problem. Dangerous.
Danger.
Also,
Danger.
we want picture updates, Natalie. Please, thank you.
Okay.
I want.
Share with the class.
Share with me. Share with me. I don't care about the class. I care about myself.
The class. Me and me alone.
Yes.
I'm gonna be drawing again. I'm still not done with this bigger artwork, but I have made significant progress. Let me see if I can show people and then. Dusty. I don't know if you can see.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Significant progress. Don't do that. Okay. Are we ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Get set. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sandwich.
The sandwich won.
Ooh, did anybody vote for sandwich?
I think someone did.
I think someone in the chat did.
Oh. Yay, whoever voted for sandwich.
Rouge voted for
Rouge?
the sandwich.
Yay.
Let's
Rouge.
go.
Yay.
At least someone had to win, you know? How you doing, Natalie? How's it going?
Fighting my life.
Oh
Fighting
no.
everything.
Valid.
No. Exactly what I was telling Steph earlier is going on. I'm looking at my shelf now and I'm like, okay, but where are my Tokyo Ghoul figures that I don't have? I'm like, it can't fully vibe without figures. I have to put other bitches here now.
It's
Give
okay.
it space to grow.
Exactly.
I know, but I want my figures and I want them now.
This is why I'm so glad that my vibe for my bookshelves is, does it fit? Nice.
Yes, the cat mentality.
That is legitimately the only thing we can do, because if I start decorating my shelves, there will be nothing on them because there's no space, nothing. This pile is here because it doesn't fit anywhere else, okay? That's all you need to know.
Yes.
If it fits, it sits.
Exactly.
The rule. Yay! And I just ate a sandwich.
Amazing.
Sensational.
To rig the algorithm and predict.
No, Sky.
What?
That's
Hush,
that,
no,
that's that.
no,
No. We don't do that here.
No cheating.
No,
Yeah.
we go with vibes and vibes only.
Yes, vibes.
Exactly.
I say it as I eat my snacky snack.
All vibes, no AIs.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Syl's internet's cutting in and out.
It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
She'll come back. She'll come
She will
back.
return.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was doodling and listening to my audiobook.
Amazing.
Amazing. Which, let me see how much I have left. An hour and 26 minutes. Not bad.
Okay.
Not bad. It can be done. I also have a ton of files to transfer over from my phone. That was crazy yesterday. Oh, we need a tattoo update.
Okay, so he's all gooey right now.
Look at
There he is.
him.
Beautiful, amazing, incredible. Took her like, I don't know, 3 hours to do this one. I was there basically the whole evening. That was the crazy thing. I got there. My session was supposed to be at 2. We did not get in the chair until at least 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got a touch up on my Howl tattoo to add color to it because it was just black and gray. So did that. And so she took a huge break between finishing Kaneki and doing this. So I left at like fucking 8 almost.
Nice.
So gave my day to my tattoo artist, basically. I'm like,
I mean, that's how it be, you know.
But
go in on their
I had a lovely time. Had a great time. So
as you should.
Amazing. It looks lovely. I don't know if I like Hera. Honestly, I'm reading it and it's so boring. But if you're bored, DNF. That's the vibe.
Because I don't know if Zeus likes Hera either.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Listen, don't blame me. Blame mythology.
He does her dirty every time. Justice for Hera.
No, she deserves better. I always think of like the story with what was it? What's his name? The blind prophet. Oh my god.
Huh?
I don't know who you mean. Yes.
Is it Tiresias? No. What was here?
Mm.
Let me say it's Tiresias. Yes, the blind prophet. I remember that, Tiresias, because one of the stories is that he basically steps on 2 snakes in the middle of coitus, and it curses him to turn into a woman for several years. And basically, there's a whole story where where Hera and Zeus have an argument about basically who is the sex that enjoys like life more.
Is
And
that
because-
where the word coitus comes from?
I don't think so. I just said coitus is in the context of coitus.
I'm having a moment. Never mind.
But so basically, he's the only mortal on Earth to ever experience being a man and then being a woman at the time in the history. Which is actually, now I'm thinking about it, it's kind of interesting contextual. The point is, they ask him, Tiresias, the prophet, and this is before he turned blind. This is the story of how he became blind and have the ability to see into the future. They say, you have experienced both. Which one is better? And I forget which one he says, and I forget which one they were arguing, but whatever the case was, he basically ended up saying that Zeus was right. And Hera was so mad at him for that she blinded him. And, and Zeus is like, so I can't unblind you because that would be going against Hera, but I can give you the ability to see into the future instead.
Woo!
Which causes so many more problems for this man.
Wow.
Yes.
So yeah, no, there's a lot of
the thing about Greek mythology is basically that it's just one giant family fight and mortals always lose. That's it.
Yeah,
That's,
no.
Yeah.
That is what happens. Like
Family
the gods
beef.
have some sort of beef, and every single mortal in vicinity gets dragged into the beef against their will.
Yeah.
That's
Mortals,
how everything
Pretty
goes.
much.
mortals and Hephaestus.
Yes.
Hephaestus
Yes.
gets thrown down the mountain twice.
True. This poor man. He did not ask for any of that.
And then he gets cucked. It's like, it's just everything bad happens to Hephaestus.
True.
Rude
And
wants
it's so
to know
funny
your
because-
tattoo based on.
So my tattoo. So we have Howl from Howl's Moving Castle. So
Mhm.
that's this one, and then Tokyo Ghoul shit, Ken Kaneki, main character. So there they are.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Sylla? I'm not sure. I heard you cut in for a second.
I said something along the lines of like, it's really funny that Hephaestus always gets the, short end of the stick when he's the only actual son of Hera and Zeus.
Also true. I mean, he's not without sin either. I forget if he does it before or after, but that whole thing he does with Athena. So like he's not without. Listen, he probably deserves half the shit that happens to him too. Honestly,
I mean, Daddy probably hates him because he reminds him of himself.
if anything, I don't know that's true per se.
I
Just-
think it's the opposite, actually.
yeah, like Hephaestus' whole thing is that like I think for how it goes is basically he comes out ugly. Hera throws him down the mountain, and then like later on, Hera and Zeus have an argument. Then he's like, "I agree with Mom," and then Zeus is like, "Bitch," and throws him down the mountain.
Yep.
It's like he can't win.
Yep.
He can't win,
Yep.
but also it's like I don't know. Like I said, if he did that fucked shit with Athena beforehand, he deserves everything coming to him. But if he did it afterwards, it's just the consequence of he had shitty stuff. He's like, you know what? If I'm gonna have shitty things happen to me, I'm gonna be shitty too. Let's just make this whole thing shitty. Just
Real.
terrible stuff.
Real.
She has a tattoo of me.
Sure, Howl.
Greek is confusing.
Oh, you know what you should get onto, Rouge? Indian mythology.
Ooh.
That's fire.
You know what you should read? You should read the Upon a Burning Throne trilogy by Ashok K. Banker.
What you're about
You should read the Upon a Burning Throne trilogy because it is a like fantasticalized version of, I think it is the Mahabharata. I could be wrong though. It's one of the two big Indian myths, and there's, among other things, a woman who is said to have received 99 babies in a night, and then she births all of them at once because why the fuck not? And then there's also one wherein it said that I think it might have been the 7th. I'm not too sure about Indian numbers, like which one is like unlucky or something. But there's a woman where her 7th son is supposed to be the one to kill like a super important king or something. So he imprisons both the woman and her husband, but he allows them to have 6 children because he has to. I don't know why. And then before the 7th child could be conceived, he imprisons both of them in different prison cells. However, for some ungodly reason, the woman's vagina gets magically transported. And then they actually have a child which grows in a like out-of-body uterine bubble, and then that child kills the king because you can.
No, don't cut out. I want to know the rest of the story.
It's like, how did you kill me?
Not
Magic
the
vagina.
Moving to the other room, the uterus, being able to carry this child out of body. What?
Listen,
Now you're birthing with portals.
Indian folklore is like mythology. Turn the drama to 10.
No, it's just like the whole like, I can't let you kill me, but fate will make me kill you. Is like three different Greek myths.
Yes, Sarah's here. It's the Mahabharata. Yes. Okay. Good confirmation. Yeah. Sons of Darkness. People saying hi to Sarah. Brain is sizzling. The Immaculate Conception exists in Greek mythology too, I guess.
It exists in all. I think some version of that exists in every myth. I think in every like. It's like not to get Joseph Campbell on us about this, but it's like no, the meta myth. No stories are original. Everyone's taken from something.
Yeah.
I think I've made it back
in the drama. We were all enraptured.
Yeah,
I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. My internet right now is absolute dog shit, and I cannot tell you why because I unplugged it twice, and it is still dog shit. I love internet connections. Anyway, you should all read Upon a Burning Throne. It's great.
Okay.
That's the moral of the story. Who goes here?
I go.
Okay, we're about to be on the hour mark, which is, I think we're doing pretty good. What theme do we want for our next sprint? Dun, 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 dun. Any requests?
I want something with grapes.
Grapes.
Yes.
Well, the only foodie one I have is the one we just did. But if you want something with something round, I have something round.
Imagine you went to the store and asked for grapes, and it says the best I can do is give you a soccer ball.
Yeah,
I mean, exactly. You're not far off, actually.
That's the energy you're bringing to the table.
So. I give you something that we may not have ever done before.
Oh.
One of them is purple, if that helps.
We have like 4 different animals now dropped into the chat. Rouge said bunnies. Ugo said puppies. Howell said rats.
Amazing.
No,
I love this.
Not.
But there's a grape, Natalie. Look.
I hate this.
But number one is a grape.
Let's get away from it.
Aren't you glad, Laura, that you tuned in for this?
Wait, no. Hold on.
That ball. I don't want to.
No, I'm so sorry. This reminds me of one stupid post I've seen online.
Exactly, Rouge. What are they doing? What are they doing? No.
Steph, are you thinking of the same story I'm telling you?
I gave you the closest I could.
There was that stupid post where it's like, sometimes I like to imagine that like a giant like dodgeball is like a giant grape, and I bite into it, and when it explodes, it breaks my jaw. It just cuts to like an image of like Billie Eilish in one of her live streams, and it's just her mouth is just like a gape, as if it's like unhinged.
What?
I have not seen.
I gotta see if I can find this stupid post, because like.
Yes, I've done this game. It's so fun. Sarah, I get you.
I'm not saying I don't know the game. I'm saying it looks deranged.
Those are not rats.
See, I'd rather rats. Okay.
Wait.
What?
No.
Not, you know what?
Huh?
Okay. We'll go back to the top. I have bunnies. I can do bunnies. I can do bunnies.
Oh,
also, the series apparently goes hard. So another shout out to Pavana Burning Through. Oh, hilarious. Okay, we're going bunnies. Guitar. Some kids can be rats.
What are you saying about Billie Eilish? I'm confused.
What is
Steph?
Huh?
I sent it to you on Discord.
You sent me something on Discord?
Yes.
What?
I'm assuming what he just described.
Yeah, no, I just found it.
Okay.
I would also like to see it.
It's really dumb.
Well, yes. I mean,
We can assume.
Like it's
beautiful.
the text posts.
Wow.
Sometimes I buy red exercise balls and bite them to pretend I'm a small, fertile, petite little creature eating an apple. And when it pops and breaks my jaw, I look like this for the rest of my life. What kind of
I have no
Okay.
words.
I have bunnies. Hold on. We're
That
good.
was like, I need to save this situation
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah.
I'm
Pivot. Pivot.
sorry, that's sorry.
That rings true. Why?
Rouge, I'm concerned.
I'm concerned.
Which part, the rats or the exercise ball? Oh,
Okay, hold on. I'm putting on bunnies. Give me.
Don't eat balls, kids.
All
that
right.
takeaway?
That's the moral of the story. Everything. Okay. We have bunnies.
Aw.
Okay.
Choose your bunny.
They kind of look cross-eyed, but that's okay.
They're doing their best.
Are they? Are they?
How can we say they're not?
I mean, I guess I'll go for 3.
Yeah, same. I like the pink vibes.
Yeah.
I'll go for the folded ear one because he's really trying his best.
I'm gonna go for 4 because
Oh my god, look at her popular pink is.
Yes.
Pink, pink, yay, blue. I hope they make it.
Okay.
Why wouldn't
alright.
they?
Are we going to talk about eating the animals again? Like
Are
last
we
week?
threatening animals again?
No. They look like my brother. What?
Rouge, I feel like your job in this life is just to leave very threatening comments and
Yeah.
not explaining any
Yes.
of them.
Rabbits
No
too.
context. Just
Okay.
10 out
are
of
you
10
ready?
actually. Very entertaining.
Okay, let's do this. Ready, get set, go.
Oh
they're
wow. That is unsettling.
Don't be mean to them. They're doing their best, as
They're
you
doing
said.
their best.
They're doing their best to kill me.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bugs Bunny for the win.
The great bunny won.
Victory tastes so sweet.
Yay. Okay, let's see. Sylla will be back. All right. How'd everybody do?
Good.
I have continued in my journey. I feel like I'm both making progress and not making any progress at all, but that's kind of how it goes.
That's okay.
I feel like you're describing Sisyphus rolling the boulder. Oh god.
All right. What'd I do? I made progress.
Nice.
I don't want to pick it up to show you because then dust is going to fall everywhere. So I'll show you later.
Well, I believe you.
Understandable.
Sylla, how'd you do? How did you do during the sprint? Can you hear us?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I didn't hear my name. I was just like,
Yes.
how did you do during the sprint? And I was like, what? Who? Okay, so including the last sprint, I've gotten to page 111 in the Sparkly Shiny book.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
And I am now 36 pages into Taiwan Travelogue.
Yay.
I'm really enjoying this one. I actually highly recommend it so far already. Like, it has a little bit of a like funky writing style, but I personally feel like it's entirely intentional because it is supposed to be a travelogue, right? But I really like, especially the full word that someone added. You know, that very immediately calls out the fact that, you know, the relationship between Osan and Aoyama Chizuku, who's our main character, and the woman from Japan traveling through Taiwan for the food and the sights and everything. The relationship is very skewed in its power dynamics because Taiwan, in this timeline right now, it still belongs to the Japanese Empire. And I like how the foreword very explicitly names Aoyama and the Japanese people, the Japanese Empire, as the colonizers.
Okay.
I think that's really neat.
Yeah. That's important.
So I highly recommend it so far. I'm having a great time already.
Nice. All right. Lawrence, how'd you do?
I got a little more writing done. I feel like I'm probably going to finish up this chapter by the time we're done with our sprints. And whenever I finish it, I'll probably just call it because, like, this is kind of... I'm trying to set up a scare in this chapter, which is fun. I'm working on trying to make it subtle.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Cool beans. Should have picked blue so I could have been like Sonic. Kirsty's here. Hi, Kirsty.
Hi, Kirsty.
Yay. Editing videos. Nice. Just properly looked at them.
Yeah, they're a little weak looking. Yeah.
It's just this child, the strange thing just moving in the night.
How is he holding a thunderbolt?
You can't hold or see thunder. Lightning, but not thunder.
Nothing was supposed to make sense with Zeus.
I mean, the term thunderbolt's a bit of a misnomer anyway. It's just kind of, I think, a phrase that caught on.
Yeah. Hit himself.
I think that's a normal experience with reading anything Zeus related. So
yeah.
What's a toad in the hole?
Yeah, I'm also like, what is that? I don't understand.
What is that?
Oh.
With mash and gravy? It sounds eggy. Is it eggy?
Sausage and Yorkshire pudding batter, usually served with onion gravy and vegetables. Historically, the dish has been prepared using other meats. That looks interesting.
It's
Huh.
So it's kind of like a bread pudding with like sausages inside.
Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like.
Rouge, why are you like this?
The failure, I feel. Stop it, Rouge.
No, I support
alone.
this. I support this.
Okay.
Hello.
You gotta tell Kirsty what the shiny sparkly book is.
The shiny sparkly book is the Illumicrate edition of The Prince Without Sorrow by Maitri Vieskara, I believe, which is the newest Illumicrate edition. And also look at those edges. They're so pretty.
So pretty.
It also has the two main characters as end papers. So this is our Prince Ashoka, my son.
Oh, beautiful.
And where is she? This is Shakti.
Cute.
Nice.
Illumicrate does a nice job.
They do. They really do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do I like all the books they pick? No. But do I like how they look? Yes.
Also, DNF.
Yes.
Please.
DNF. DNF. DNF.
I mean, you almost stuck it out halfway and you still think that it's not great, so I don't think the later half is gonna save it.
Yeah,
So save yourself the trouble.
Correct.
Let it go. Let it go.
Choose
Well,
joy. I'll pick something else.
That's fair. That's fair.
You're being generous.
Listen, Rouge, give the book however long you want to give it, but remember that we all support DNFing books.
Yes.
No one's holding you accountable. It's like do what you want.
Yes. Yes.
Free will, free will.
UK food.
Not to make you
To make you look it up. That's okay.
I mean, fair.
Y'all know what it is. Now, Yorkshire pudding is pancake mixed with salt.
Ooh, okay.
It's a salty pancake?
It looks like it's kind of like it looks like a pie crust almost by the end of it. It's like it's not like flat. It's not like a pancake per se. It's
like a deep dish pizza.
Ma'am, relax.
Are you trying to you're trying to make me mad, aren't you?
Just look it up, Steph. Just look it up so you can understand.
Okay. Toad in a hole. Sounds sad as I pick this up. Oh, what?
There's
You
like
look at it
different
now?
iterations of it, like based on my Google search.
I love the little head tilts. What am I seeing?
The Wikipedia one makes, or like when it's in a skillet, I kind of get it.
Everything else looks kind of like a little pastry that has like sausage or something.
I think the fact what bothers me is there's a whole ass sausage in there.
Yeah. It does look funny.
Like what I feel like you just like the American thing to do would be to cut it up into little bits and like disperse it, you know? Because either you're getting a mouthful of bread or a mouthful of sausage.
Yeah.
I want to balance it out.
All right. That's a choice. That's a choice. You could do that.
Listen, I like a mouthful of
Who
sausage.
doesn't want a
but, like,
mouthful of sausage?
All right.
Not us.
Listen, what's wrong with this mouthful of sausage? I'm not understanding. What's everyone laughing about?
Keep going, my friend. Keep going.
Listen, I like a spicy sausage. I have no shame.
It suffers me reading so much romantic books. I mean, choices are made.
Then Ugo, why are you torturing yourself?
Yeah.
That's the actual question.
Also,
Why is
also
everybody
what book is it? What book is torturing you? I must know. I'm
Yes.
curious now.
See,
I support this kind of thing.
Blaming the victim.
Victim blaming the rabbit.
Why would you blame what did the rabbit do to you?
Movies, apparently, and that's enough.
That's fair, Kirsty. That's fair.
Ooh.
I will say that for the sparkly book so far, like I'm vibing, but I will say that it does very much read like a first book kind of situation, like first book debut book of an author. And it feels a bit like the author's not trusting the audience and like figuring things out themselves. A lot of things are spelled out very explicitly, and I'm over here like, we could also not do that. Like that was a choice we made. We could have made a slightly different choice. I think so far I'm at the 3-ish star territory. I really like the characters though, so they're really saving it right now.
This feels like the conversation we've been having throughout the months about like, do you trust your audience to be able to pick up on context? And like,
in all fairness, sometimes you really need To spell things out, because I feel like a lot of readers are collectively unlearning how to read things. Like
Yes!
just the other day, listen, this is so fucking funny. Just the other day, I was complaining about a review for a series I'm currently reading, Remnants of Filth by Meat Bun, which, by the way, is fantastic and also causing me lots of pain. So I'm having a great time. Anyway, so the main point of the series is that there's two characters that used to be friends and lovers, but then one of them, Gumang, defected to another kingdom and basically fought on their side against Moshe, who's our other main character. But now they've met up again because that other kingdom essentially sold out Gumang and was like, here, you can have him back, so we stop fighting, right? Great, cool. Except Gumang has now lost his memories of everything that's transpired, everything that's happened. And I love angsty amnesia stuff, so I'm eating this up, you know. But I know that this is a trope. I know that this is a trope that some people don't vibe with, and that's okay. I'm not yucking anyone's yum and vice versa. But tell me why. I saw a review of Volume 2. It has been established in Volume 1 that Gumang lost his memories, and Volume 2 has it on the back, okay? This is important context. Tell me why I see reviews of Volume 2 going, well, you know, some scenes were fun, but also I really hate the amnesia trope. Bessie, why are we reading it then?
Yeah.
It told you what it was gonna be. And then the review also said, like, yeah, like, imagine how much more angsty it would have been. Bitch, it is so fucking angsty right now. Like, Gumang is apologizing for things he does not remember, and he's like, I'm so sorry, I'm trying to get things right, but I don't know how, because I don't even remember what I'm supposed to be doing here. I'm over here crying. It's not my fault you don't have taste in literature, and also you don't know how to fucking read, man. Like,
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I am willing to forgive people being self-destructive haters over being stupid. Bear with me. Like, no, here's the thing. That is the person who's actively riding a bicycle and they stick the fucking metal bar into the wheel. They know what they're doing, and they're doing it to be a hater, and that's fine. That's fine. It's like right now, man. Sticks to the wheel. Oh, goddamn, an amnesia trope. It's like, no, like,
the weirdest fucking thing about the review was them being like, but imagine how much more better it would have been if Gumang hadn't forgotten anything. Like, ignore that would change the whole plot. And I'm like, bitch, what are we ignoring?
Fan fiction, ma'am.
Write it yourself and leave my children alone, okay? Like, I want them to suffer, and I want to see it now. And they're suffering. It's great.
I'm fine with that. Listen, believe it or not, as much as I hate on certain kinds of haters, I'm a hater. I have to abide by it. But what I will not abide by is when someone has to over-explain and then someone responds with, what do you think, we're stupid? Yes! Yes! You are all so stupid.
Can you hear him on my side too? Yeah.
I'm like so bad.
Oh, no, I get it. I get it and I support it. Also, Remnants of Filth is great, Natalie. You should read it.
Okay. Again, you have to send me stuff or else I will forget.
Oh, don't worry. I will. This is a fake thread.
Really want to rejoin Fairy Lure Illumicrate when I said I actually enjoyed less than half the book. See, that's why I can't.
I support this as well. I will say the one thing I really like about Illumicrate, I mean, it doesn't save you from like disliking the book once you try it, but I do like their skip mentality. Like, you can skip a lot of books in Illumicrate. I do believe that if you skip every single book in a year, they either rescind your sub or they tell you, hey, do you really want to keep this?
Yeah.
But like, you can get a book in January and you can get a book in October and you're fine. Like, you can skip all other books, and they do give you a lot of information before you have to renew your sub for the next month. So I do like that about them.
Okay.
But also, I support smart financial decisions, because falling into Illumicrate is a bad hole, and it's really hard getting out of it. Okay.
Rouge is just giving versions of the song. I've been doing a lot of singing today.
We support singing in this household.
Thanks. Same ingredients. It's just a pancake sausage with pancakes. Pancakes with sausage?
I mean, you also eat pancakes with bacon, so like it's not that different.
It's not that different.
It's just it's sweet and savory.
Yeah,
savory. How you say it? Yes.
Yeah, no, savory. It's got that umami flavor.
Oh, we're getting specific over here. I see how it is.
I make fun of people who say umami just because literally it's just savory.
Katie!
Hello.
Katie, you missed the cookies.
Yeah.
You missed the rabbit jokes.
Oh, okay. Mouthful of sausages isn't bad. There's worse things to put in your mouth.
I mean, that is true.
I mean,
Yay.
objectively correct.
You can also have giant Yorkshire puddings and fill them with things like a full roast dinner.
That seems like a lot of effort.
That sounds like dinner. Dinner tends to be more.
No, it just feels like, what is it? You put an entire roast duck in there or something?
Ah. Rouge loves sausage. Oh my god, you're so sweet. Thank you. Katie's trying to help me get monetized. Thank you, Katie. I'm so close, y'all. I feel it. I could probably get it by the end of the month, maybe.
Also, Steph, please remind me that you tag me in 2 videos that I do in fact want to film at some point. Because I forget everything.
That's okay.
This is not working except for fictional gay characters, okay?
Understandable.
I tagged a bunch of people. Sarah, if you're still here, I'm pretty sure I tagged you too. I tagged Nat. So many people. Go check your comment. Go check your YouTube. I don't remember.
Wow.
Oh.
That feels personal.
Yeah.
Ooh, that feels personal.
A fantastic book. And she gave me like I hear the scorn in that. Ooh.
That feels personal in
surprised.
both directions at this point.
Oh, Kirsty looked up how to describe it to us, and Google says to an American.
Google clocked it immediately. Google wise, oh, you're trying to describe this to an American.
Right. Looking it up, I'm like, it looks like a pastry.
Yes.
Yes, similar to popovers. Yes, all of this makes sense. I'm like, indeed, this is correct. How to explain Yorkshire pudding
Great.
to an American.
Also, that's what he did wrong. How could you not get that?
Yeah.
I'm starting to think this is just some weird like protein poisoning conversation. We're learning it firsthand how protein poisoning affects the brain. Too much rabbit.
Brother.
So what you're telling me is you're going to hate the book because you love the characters? Sarah?
Well, you know, maybe. You might be more critical of it than I am because you don't have the characters saving it for you. This is how things always go between Sarah and I. When I say I like it for the characters, danger zone often.
Does anyone want to give Rouge's jingle a try?
No.
Aww.
It's cute.
I don't need a mouse on my ass.
A mouse?
The mouse.
But it's not the actual lyrics, though.
A mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
You want to try
that
lawsuit.
Oh. They'll be fine.
All right.
I love it.
Your monetization.
What are they going to do?
Don't risk it, Steph. Don't risk it.
You have 2 votes now saying don't do it. Okay.
Don't do it.
Don't risk it. Don't risk it.
Like
It's
the
okay,
fact that
Rouge. I
people
appreciate your jingle.
the mouse to sick on other people and AI. Like I always think about the story of the Twitter thing from a few years ago where there was those bots on Twitter where whenever someone would post art, they would like create a t-shirt of it. And so people intentionally made like hey, this is Mickey Mouse. This is not a parody. This is actual copyright infringement. And then have people comment, oh, I'd love to see this on a shirt. And then they just got shut down because they just stick the mouse on them. They weaponized Disney. It's crazy.
As they should. We should do that more often.
Yes.
We should make a Disney AI trend and then see what happens, aka everything burning to the ground.
These are all the books. I don't think I know. Oh, I've heard of some of these, but not.
I like Cruel Prince, Hugo, if that helps you.
A baby.
It's a baby.
Hello, baby.
I had to capture a criminal who was literally actively just tearing my curtains.
There's something on his head.
Baby has done nothing wrong in her life ever.
Curtain. A screen. That's what it is.
It's a baby
No,
man.
Natalie, baby has done nothing wrong in her life ever. Look at her.
He is a
She is-
criminal.
She
belongs
is
in jail.
obviously innocent.
Straight to baby jail.
It's baby jail.
Yeah.
Baby jail.
Give
That's where he
kisses.
belongs. Jail.
Kisses.
Straight to jail.
He's like, what? What? I'm gonna stop.
Oh.
Also, educated haters. Yes. I
We
support.
love an educated hater.
Yes.
You gotta wake up
Isn't that
extra
what-
early.
Yes. What? We can
Yes.
only be haters of
Yes, Ugo. Yes.
Huh?
Fuck that book.
I don't get
In
it.
my
my.
dreams, I hold a knife, ending
Oh.
with them basically riding off into the sunset on a motorcycle. Fuck that shit.
What if it just like goes a second further into the scene and like they get a glare from the sun and then they just like crash?
I wish,
It's like,
I
oh my
wish.
god!
because that was the ending to a thriller / whatever mystery novel, Larry. That was the ending. Them riding off into the sunset in a motorcycle. What the fuck is that?
I think there was like this like a
Amazing.
comedy duo that was talking about like an alternate ending to the Titanic, and it cuts up to the sky and there's a shooting star, and he's like, the guy's like, "Don't you fucking dare! Don't you do a shooting star!" Dink! And he's like, "God damn it!"
Wait, to do what?
Like literally like just like any movie that like cuts up to like the sky, the starry sky, and then just like one shooting star.
Oh, I get it.
It's another stupid like saccharine, sugar-coated ending trope.
Got it.
So dumb. Don't you fucking shoot that star! Don't you have a
Went in a rabbit hole.
Stop! 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 I say.
Oh, Katie, you're so sweet. I appreciate just you being here is appreciated. So everyone puts videos in the background. Oh my gosh, you guys! I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm not watching Cheris. So don't even know.
Valid. We jump around a lot.
Sometimes someone needs a boost. I will just cycle through all their videos. You are amazing. I do that sometimes too. Even if I know I'm busy, I just put friends' videos. Just check your mentions, I think, in YouTube, and you'll see me. I tagged you and stuff. Crack
The Americans code.
That implies that we have logic.
Yeah.
Also, Sylla's German.
Yes, I am.
Non-threatening. Mickey Mouse. Oh my gosh, that Mickey Mouse is iconic.
Not with a weapon.
Yes. He's like, you're gonna perform, dang it.
Pew, pew.
This is Mr. Andrew. It's the baby. Everyone's saying hi to Andrew. Now I know who you are.
No, Kirsty thought Andrew was a human man. He's not.
This whole
He's very
time.
much a furry cat.
It would be censored. Yeah, the video
Yeah.
would probably get
Yeah.
taken down, flagged. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Better to just be pew pew.
Yeah. Be better. So you cats in Disney, I want to rant about this very quickly. Why in the live action Lion King, the Mufasa, why did they whitewash Scar? We yelled about this last week.
Yes, we did talk about it. And it's weird. And the answer is it's weird as hell.
Yes. We're
Uh,
so upset by this.
it's kind of weird. I guess it's like they couldn't have they don't want a person of color, a cat of color to be a Nazi. It would be a really weird mixed signals. They gotta make him white.
Kanye West.
Stop.
uh,
Stop.
Lawrence would be a great voice actor. Okay, so now you got to give us voices so we can start the next sprint.
Okay. The one I always go by, I don't know if I already did the Mr. Krabs one before, didn't I?
On live? I don't know.
I think so. No, it was the stupid. I always give my friends and they ask me about the voices. There's two ones. There's the one where it's just from the Krusty Krab pizza episode. It's like, we don't serve pizza. He just turns into a box pizza. We don't deliver. We don't deliver, but you do. I don't know how. What's his name? Clancy. Was it Clancy Brown? How he fucking does that? That man is like a
acting career for Lawrence. That's what's needed right now.
Yes.
I don't need Clancy Brown to just beat the shit out of me.
Okay.
He could.
So before we start, I'm going to start the next sprint. But so we have a meme picture of Christopher Walken in our bathroom, which I don't know.
Oh, no. No.
It's all because he does a really good Christopher Walken.
You're really hyping it up. It's not that good.
And I think it's pretty good.
No,
Oh, we need to see it now, though.
Once in a while, like,
please lower expectations.
Please lower. No. So what happens is, like, once in a while, like, Steph will be in a room, like, she's like, "Can you do this for me?" I'm like, "No, I don't care." And I'll see like Solomon. I see you, little cat. You got a nice little tail. You got two cats and a bucket of cream.
What?
And they're scurrying out of the bucket of cream.
Hell says I can do my own voice.
Real.
You got to be yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Real.
To answer, no, I cannot do Sonic's voice. I do. It's one of those weird things where, like, I grew up on like the Jaleel White's Sonic voice from like the Sonic cartoons, but like Ben Schwartz's Sonic is actually really good. It's just Ben Schwartz, but like it's a good Sonic voice.
It's enough to get a memorial bathroom picture. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Solid, honestly.
Was there someone voted for something after bunnies?
I think puppies were mentioned, and
puppies.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Puppies.
You need mice. You need 4 mice. Just 4 mice running around.
Oh, that was the other one mentioned, but I don't know that we have that.
I don't think we have that. Rouge wants you to try, even if you can't.
Oh my God.
Are you willing to oblige?
I'll try. It's not good. I can't even get it because it's this really specific nasally. Because it's like, what is it? It's like, what's this? No in-flight movie or nothing? I'm out of here. No, it's very like, I don't know.
You sound like yourself. I don't know.
Exactly. No, I was gonna say, like, Sonic is a very specific kind of intonation. It's a little bit higher than I can do.
Puppies.
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 You're rats. No. It's.
And then we shall do elephants. Yes.
Why does that one puppy look wet?
All right.
What do you have against a wet puppy?
No, because what did they do to that puppy? What did this poor child do to get wet?
Maybe he had swimming lessons.
Those are not rats.
That's correct.
That feels like the dog equivalent of he fell down the stairs.
I disagree. I don't think they're worse than the rabbit.
They've all had something. They were.
What?
I think it's the smile. It's the smile. It's the smile that makes them.
Listen, most animals are smiling. It usually means they're baring their teeth and they want to hurt you.
Melting marshmallow.
Stop it. I'm going for number 2.
They're cutie. Fine, I'll go for melty puppy because
I was going to go for melted puppy too, wet puppy. He needs vindication.
I think I'm going to go with number 3.
I want to vote for the wet one. Which one is it? Number 4?
Yeah, Katie. Let's take 3 together. Let's go.
1, 3. I have a little marshmallow. Oh, beagles. Going for 3. Okie dokie. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's set. Go.
Oh, they're running after a ball.
So cute. Okay, this is way cuter than the rabbit.
Yes, correct.
Straight unnatural.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
I'm back.
Yo.
Who voted for 1?
Oh, look at him sitting on the tennis ball. He's such a baby.
I'm sure somebody did vote on number 1.
Somebody did. Oh, Sarah did.
Nice.
Hell
I don't know
yeah.
if anybody else did. Yay. Dun 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 dun.
Wonderful.
Right. How'd everybody
You
do?
deserve this. You deserve this, Sarah, for very diligently working on your master's.
Good job, Sarah.
Nice.
All right. How'd you guys do?
I mentioned to you how I feel like I did really well on my chapter.
You did. You did.
Got my scare.
Good job.
Hell yeah. I got this far into my book now.
Nice.
Nice.
I am on page 92, which I think is like about 60 more pages, give or take. I think that's right.
Yay.
I'm still very much enjoying it.
Natalie.
Nice.
Oh, I think Natalie's frozen. No.
Frozen in contemplation.
Damn.
I don't. Let's see if I might be able to lift my thing up. I want to show you how it's going. Working on like this corner section right now. You might be able to see.
Wow.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
No.
The flower is the one that you drew during the Q&A video. Right?
Yes, and I'm
Mhm.
adding greens and stuff around it.
It's
So.
looking great.
That's so pretty. I love
Thank
it. Storygraph says I'm 29% into it. That sounds about right.
Heck yeah. Let's see. Rouge says DNF. Yay!
Mm.
We support DNFing, as we said, Rouge. Good
Yes.
job.
And counting the pages to the end is usually a tell.
Like sometimes I will also do that with like those really long ass chapters that make you go, why are we suffering like this? And like sometimes it's also just a little bit like it feels you've accomplished something when you've gotten to a certain point or something. But if you actively find yourself wishing the chapter would just fucking end already because you're so fucking tired of it, that might be a good sign.
Yes.
That
There's-
maybe we should be putting everything down.
There's there's a contrary to that though. Like when I was reading Spiral, as I'm getting close to the ending, there's only like 15 pages left. I'm like, how is this book gonna still hurt me in 15 pages?
I mean, that's totally different. Exactly what you mean. Yeah. And David, to answer your question, so if you didn't see my April TBR, what I've also been doing is making mini reels of what the book club picks are every month. So you can always sign up for that. But the sci-fi book club is reading Tusks of Extinction. And then the annotation station fiction pick is the Buffalo Hunter. So feel free to join us. Yes. How to go from a 5-star to an DNF? It'd be like that sometimes.
Listen, in all fairness, whenever I read a 5-star, I'm like, I feel like I need to give a lot of other books a break for a quick second, because we can only go downhill from here. It is very rare for me to pick up 5 stars back to back to back, unless it's like a series or something, or the same author, because that one book is going to overshadow the next one very easily. Yeah. So, you know, that do be happening sometimes, and that's okay.
Enjoy breakfast, Katie.
Enjoy.
Nata's back.
Hello, Natalie.
We are so back.
My shit decided to freeze. Everything just froze. I could still hear y'all, but nothing was moving.
No. How'd you do during sprints?
I continue in my journey with
I'm still not done reorganizing.
No, girl. It's called indecision.
Oh no.
Plus I had a snack. So
that's
also that.
Snack is very good. We love snack.
Yes. Everyone's wishing Katie a nice breakfast. Hopping like bunnies. The bunnies move like frogs. The puppies move like bunnies. What's going on here?
I don't think the filters know either what's going on. I think they're just vibing.
Yeah. I know I'm not keeping up with the new Disney movies at all. No idea.
I will not be watching the new Disney movie. I've seen like 2 clips of Gal Gadot not being able to act, and I don't need to do that to myself for over, like, I think it's probably over 2 hours, because all movies seem to be over 2 hours at this point.
Yeah,
And
no,
I don't need that, because she's a shitty actress, and we don't support Zionist actors anyway.
Hello.
There's a lot there. I like how the joke is, it's like some people are saying it's too woke, some people are saying it's not woke enough, and somehow it's like we're here in the middle, like, how is this thing everything? I think this movie is nothing. I think there's probably nothing in this movie of any like substance, and yet some people are conflagrating everything to this movie.
Yeah, I will say the one person I feel bad for is Rachel Zegler.
Yeah,
because she does neither deserve to be in a movie with Gal Gadot, nor does she deserve to get all of the shit heaped upon her, because a lot of people are convinced the movie's flopping because of her, and I will fist fight every single one of them, because she is an amazing actress. She is the only person saving this thing.
I heard she's in the Y2K movie that I still have to watch. Which I heard is like really funny. Like, it's A24 horror comedy about like if Y2K actually had a robot apocalypse happen.
Oh, okay.
But like, same thing. People were like shitting on that movie. It's like, oh god, Rachel Zegler's. I'm like, shut the fuck up. This movie's gonna be bad because it's a bad movie.
Do not speak on my queen. Do not.
Listen, she's like a side character in that movie. That movie is gonna be just a mess because it's just a weird mess. You know?
Rouge said you're writing a book, not a boring Greek mythology book.
Oh yes, I'm writing a book. Wait, what's the connection there?
Well, I guess the question is what genre book are you?
No, it's a horror. It's a horror comedy. No, have I not talked about the book? Really, I think I like mentioned that.
Talked about it before, but I think it's been a while since you were here.
No, I'm writing a book, and it's like it is kind of like a culmination of all the things I've wanted to write about in a book. It's kind of very much in that. I feel like what was it? Who wrote I Was a Teenage Slasher? Is that Stephen Graham Jones?
Stephen Graham Jones, yeah.
So like it's somewhere in the middle between Stephen Graham Jones and Grady Hendrix, kind of in that range, which puts me with every other person who's writing horror right now, apparently. So real original. No, but it's like the basic premise is just it's about this character Herschel, who kind of is a college student who ends up pulled into this like conflict of monsters coming to life, but they're not exactly like the monsters he knows from his movies. There's like the flanderization of them, and then there's like the true essence. Like they're split in half, like almost like there's like, you know how like when you look at a monster in like a movie like Freddy Krueger, and like you have like the original Freddy Krueger from the first movie and what he becomes over 5 to 6 movies. Like you have the end result of that like flanderization, and you have the essence, and it's like 2 halves of the coin that are 2 separate beings, and it's kind of about how like ultimately Herschel's trying to like get rid of them because they're just wreaking havoc because they're monsters in the real world killing people, but like understanding like why they're there and what are they doing and how did they get there.
There's your answer, Rouge.
Yeah, no, it's a long-winded answer to what am I doing.
Good job, Sarah. We're still proud of you. Sarah's finishing her master's. You can do it, Sarah.
Nice.
Rouge, Deanna.
Yay!
Nice, we got there.
Yay for you. Indeed, we are very proud.
Oh, thank you. I showed my art while you were gone.
Okay.
You're frozen.
Yeah.
Thank you. Also, his voice was amazing.
It was. I heard it during
the shadow. Like Rouge and Kirsty were sending character impressions.
Yes.
Behind the scenes. Thank you. So sweet. It's literally part of this, so it's probably a scene I should have DNF'd.
Yeah.
Just let it go. I had a snake too.
A snack.
Oh, a snack.
Yes.
A sneaky snack.
Needs to be booked. There's updated because
Oh, sure.
See,
Just write a new story.
The thing that bothers me, however, is that a lot of people really shot at Rachel Zegler for being like, "Oh my God, how dare she say that? It's so outdated." Like, okay, it's not like Disney remakes have had this exact same line crop up in every single one of their interviews with a female lead for a princess movie that has outdated values because the movie is like from between the 40s and the 70s. And the thing is, the reason why this bothers me is this happens every single time, and this is entirely on Disney, right? Like this is entirely on Disney because they make these lines, they put these lines onto the actresses, and every single actress for every single live action remake movie that had something in those lines to say has said more or less the exact same thing, and they always get shot at every single time, and it's annoying to witness because it's never the actress's fault.
No,
like I can guarantee you that they probably don't even care as much about it. It's a fucking job for them. That's it.
It's a paycheck, a really nice paycheck, but it's a paycheck.
Yeah, because it's Disney, and like I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't pay people enough anyway because it's Disney, but they still pay them, and they're a massive ass franchise, so you do get money, and it just it bothers me because Rachel Zegler is being shot at by everyone. It feels like even the people who dislike the movie in general, because they then keep saying stuff like, "Oh, why would she do a movie with Gal Gadot, who's a Zionist?" Like, I don't know, because she got paid to do it.
Because she's Gal Gadot, and yeah, it's like,
excuse me.
Yes. And also, like, I saw something about her. Beerus, what are you doing?
Violence off camera.
She made a pro-Palestine post, and Disney came at her for that or something. Okay, with Gal Gadot though. But anyway, also side thought. It really irks my nerves when public discourse takes the word woke and turns it into a negative connotation, because that's not the meaning.
Yes.
What out of here?
Absolutely.
So we're not winning that fight. The goons are going to take it.
Oh no, I'm winning this fight. They can catch these hands.
Please, no, please.
If we throw ourselves at them bodily, they will not, they will not be able to do anything about it at some point. So we all just need to turn into bowling balls. That is the solution here.
We all need to get onto the balls that were in that one race.
Exactly. And everything has gone full circle as intended. We are so great at this. Let's go.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, Natalie, come on.
Is it a cat?
I'm grabbing a cat.
Yes.
Hello, baby.
Criminal baby.
He's back.
He's baby.
Only to attack me, sir. I'm trying to give you love. Why are you eating me?
Oh, look at it.
Yummy, yum, yum, yum.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Yum.
No.
Have you tried the Stephen King writing challenge?
What is the Stephen King writing challenge?
I don't know what it is.
I love how the two writers in the chat immediately went, "What the fuck are we talking about?"
Hold on, I'm looking it up right now.
Maybe we should do it, Lawrence.
2020. I mean, I'm already writing a book. It's like at this point. Back in 2020,
but that is clearly not the challenge.
You must write 2,000 fairly clean new words for a creative work of fiction each day. You must only work on one creative story piece a day. You must get 30 minutes of moderate exercise every day. You must read a book for at least 30 minutes a day. If you choose to share, okay, I get the. It's to get the creative juices flowing. I get that.
Sounds like a New Year's resolution.
It sounds like something I'm not going to do.
I was about to say, Lawrence, we could do it together, but the exercise part might be a problem.
That's not even the issue. That's the easy part. It's the hard part is sitting down and just every time I can't even focus because I'm thinking about the Stephen King, the women's bathroom story he always talks about.
Huh?
There was this post I saw online where years ago, Stephen King was on the Conan or something talking about how he once had an idea for a horror story in a women's bathroom at an airport, and the idea is that people keep going in and there's a horrible scream and no one comes out, and basically he says that it was getting really interesting, but he just didn't know how to end it. He didn't know how to finish it. He couldn't figure out what's in the bathroom.
Sounds like a Schrodinger's bathroom kind of situation.
It's like the idea that you have
not a horror story.
The problem with a lot of horror stories is that once you get to the explanation, you kind of ruin it. You have to like kind of like the tension. I had a similar idea for like a short story once. Have you tried? Yeah. Stop acting after Beauty and the... Did she? I don't know. She can do what she wants now. Terrible. Okay.
I cannot attest to any of these things.
She is a fantastic singer.
She was also in a West Side Story.
She was in West Side Story.
I'm pretty sure she is a good singer. Yeah.
She also sang as Lucy Graybeard. So.
Oh shoot! Right.
Yes, that was her.
That just sounds like what's it called? What's the opposite of libel? Slander. It's slander.
It is. I mean, you know, she is a fantastic singer. She sings differently than in the original because the OG Disney princesses, especially in the 40s to 60s, had very powdery voices, as we call them. Like those like super repressed kind of girly ones. And Rachel Zegler belts a lot, which means that a lot of her singing is being directly supported by using her abdominal muscles in a way, essentially. Belting essentially means vocals that are very loud, very clear, but also have a lot of power behind them. Like you can feel them behind there. That's essentially what belting does. And so, yeah, it sounds different than the original because it's a completely different singing technique.
It's 100 years difference. Like
exactly. It's also a singing technique that's a lot more common right now. So like you can dislike it in terms of like it can be not your thing, TM, but the slander that Rachel Zegler has received for Snow White, for the movie itself, is completely unwarranted and completely blown out of proportions.
Oh, sure.
Like it is genuinely just a hate tirade at this point. It's not people having different tastes. It is people wanting her gone, and it is infuriating to witness.
It's an anger target. It's a hate target.
Yeah, that's the only thing it is.
So we need to come in like wrecking balls for Rachel.
Yes.
Write him for a week. Write a trying to famous. Yeah, I've seen videos of people writing famous authors before. Yeah.
I think someone did that for Ursula K. Le Guin as well, and like she had like a lot of tea or something before anything happened. And honestly, her schedule from the video sounded the most relatable.
They're just fun. So here's the thing: it's people. There's this paradox with like IPs in general, where like people want the original, but they also don't want it to be new. Yep. But they also don't want it to be exactly the same. And the problem is that, like, you notice what was the anniversary like Disney film Wish? I think.
Yeah.
It came out and people didn't like it. And then like the problem is like people will not go to see new stuff, but people are never happy with rehashes. Like Ridley Scott basically made a bunch of movies between Gladiator and Gladiator 2. And a lot of them weren't very successful after the fact. And the only times that he ever seems to get like actual success, like monetarily, is when he goes back to franchise that he doesn't necessarily want to do. Ergo, the Alien films. And like, it's this problem where like people, us, the audience, cannot be trusted to try new IPs. We are so invested in this idea of old, tried and true IPs. We will not go, and I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people, it just shows by like statistics, will not go to see new stuff. We trust the stuff we've seen, and then we're not happy with it.
But like, especially with Disney, there's also this massive problem of them consistently doing remakes, live action remakes. This is an important part here because it directly plays into that part of the audience that completely disrespects animated movies. I will die on that hill, and it fucking sucks. But the problem is a lot of the times people, like Lauren said, they want the same, but they want it differently. But when it's too different, then it's bad. But also, they will harp on points that are exactly done as they are in the original. Like, for instance, a lot of people took the Whistle While You Work song thingy, right? Yeah. And they were super, like, they took the tiniest part of it. It's like a 20-second audio max. And instead of after Whistle While You Work whistling, Rachel Zegler sings in it, like with a very open ah sound, which is like super standard in singing if you don't want words, because it makes your singing very clear. Like depending on what kind of vowel you use, you will have different like ideas of what singing does. And ah is a very easy vowel to reproduce. It's a very easy vowel to make light and clear and give this like image of someone singing joyfully in a way, right? Like oh and you, for example, make it seem darker. However, the thing is, people were so upset about this because they were like, oh my god, she's not whistling. She also doesn't whistle the entire time in the original. Like the song is one-on-one like the original, and people couldn't stop talking about these like 2 seconds where she doesn't whistle, which is exactly how it is in the original, proving that people don't even know the original.
Hey Sylla, listen, I respect that you put a very in-depth analysis, but there's a much easier solution to this. You take these people and you shove the nerd in a locker, because that's what they're being like. Actually, for 2 seconds, she was.
I'm actually. Shut up.
Hypothetically, if she was whistling in that moment when she should be whistling, I'm just thinking that you see, music is broken down into 3 elements. I'm like, fucking take your Ben Shapiro ass and go in a locker. Lock yourself in a locker.
Yep.
Fucking A. It's like.
Yep.
I'm so tired of this.
Well, everyone's agreeing with you, and also things need to get done with tea. I agree.
This is correct. This is correct.
Way. Bring back the Great Mouse Detective.
Yes.
Okay.
Except no, don't. Please just leave Basil alone.
Wait, they remade the first Pokemon movie?
They did.
Okay, are we ready for cunty elephants?
That was like, I need a break.
This is a lot for me.
Valid.
Put them in a grinder.
I mean, that too. At this point, I'm ready for that.
Like, as I'm like pulling them over the grinder, they're like, so much for the intolerant left. Throws
The intolerant left is now taking admissions for the grinder machine. Let's go.
Just listen. This is my campaign. Shove all the geeks in the locker.
We're geeks. Don't put us in the locker.
Listen, if you are not those geeks. Those geeks.
Yay, Chrissy's videos live. Yay. Ooh, an announcement for a readathon.
Ooh,
guys want to join our readathon? Check out Chrissy's channel. And yes, Cunty Elephants, here we go. Yes. Okay, cool. They're ready. Let's before we fall down another side quest rabbit hole.
I feel like that sometimes.
Better the locker than the grinder.
And you have different colors this time.
Yeah,
shit.
Now.
Yep, that's the right reference. That's Fargo.
Everybody choose an elephant.
I'm gonna go with green. He looks radioactive and I love him.
The red one
I'm
feels
gonna go with
funky.
3.
3, red one.
Yep. Sir.
Red one's a cutie. Green one is scary.
Yeah, and that's why I love him, Rouge, because I love scary things.
At the end of the video, tell us how many more hours you need. I won't be able to know until after the live stream ends, so I can message you and let you know. I love your enthusiasm, Katie. Katie's the best. Katie's like, you're gonna make money on your hustle, damn it. Blue demon, red one, blue for Sonic,
justice for Sonic.
Liver problems number 2.
He's had a hard life. I agree, Howell. I agree.
Yellow has
jaundice. Yeah, jaundice is what I was thinking of.
Yes, yeah. I might go for jaundice element.
Yikes.
I will message you. Green one looks like Stephen King's great granddad. What?
That's very specific description, and I fuck with it. I like it. Lawrence, do you want to join me at Stephen King's great granddad?
I don't get that reference. What does that mean?
I don't know, but I love it though. Incredible.
Come on, Lawrence, you know you want the green one.
No, I'm going by cunty red elephant. I said it. I said what I said.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah, yes. Let's go.
Go. 3, 2, 1.
The green elephant.
Yay!
I am so good.
Good job.
Radioactive
bed
Stephen
day.
King's grandfather.
Yes. See, Lawrence, you should have switched.
I should have switched sides. I'm so sorry.
And you did not trust me or Stephen King's radioactive great granddad.
Really not. I should have had more faith in ye.
Yes.
Alien elephant. Sonic didn't win. How dare he?
The gall.
See how we just believed a bit too much in him, and now this
Great granddad. Correction.
very important.
Great granddad. I'm so sorry.
Very important. Yay! Good job, Katie. Amazing.
We are very proud.
We are.
But
I have finished.
Speaking of hygiene, I will have to disappear because the seal on this has broken, so I have to take it off.
Oh,
Good luck.
It's
Good
time.
luck, Godspeed.
So see y'all later.
Bye.
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 And they're off. I have finished my chapter, so I am now chapter 6. I have finished 5 chapters. Good job, me.
Yay! Good job.
I also have a really cool quote that I would like to read to people because of what I said with how well this book reflects colonial narratives. Because the thing is, right, our main character, Aoyama Chizuko, who is from Japan, right, the entire premise is that she's going to Taiwan to travel and to write kind of like this travelogue because she wants to kind of stop, in a way, the assimilation that's happening in the colonies right now, because this is set in 1938.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who's done anything with history knows that Japan in 1938 were a time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
A time. TM. And what I really enjoy about how this book is tackling all of this is Shizuko herself is this kind of person who's like very well-meaning, but still has or carries with herself a lot of biases towards the Taiwanese people specifically, of course. Like she will out loud, she will be outraged when her Taiwanese travel companion, who is also her interpreter, whose name is Chizuru, she's obviously and outwardly outraged when someone treats Chizuru badly. Like, she will say something like, hey, what are you doing? She's not my servant, she's my interpreter. She's super smart. She does a lot of things for me, and she's amazing, and she's so well traveled, and she knows so much about what she's doing, what she's saying. So she's doing all of that. But in her travelogue itself, there are so many instances that make you go, I think we didn't think about this too closely. And this one sentence really sums it up for me. It happened in the chapter that I was reading right now, where she essentially thinks about how many languages Chizuru actually knows. And something that's really important as well is, in her head, Chizuko has called Chizuru Chi-chan this entire time, because Chizuru is younger, so the Taiwanese woman here is younger, and she used to just call her that in her head, and then at some point essentially said, can we be friends? And then essentially went to, can I call you Chi-chan out loud? So she now consistently only calls her Chi-chan, which, if you don't speak Japanese, chan is kind of like an affix that you can use in order to make someone either appear younger or to make them sound cuter. It tends to be more used with female people as opposed to kun, which is used for male people. But the basic premise here is it's a nickname kind of situation going on here right now. And the sentence specifically that I wanted to read to people is, this concubine's daughter, she is a concubine's daughter, like Chizuru is a concubine's daughter. This is basically just a description of her as a character. This concubine's daughter, born in a colony, albeit to a wealthy family, had been more difficult for me to sum up than any government official or literary scholar I'd met. What would Chi-chan have been like had she been born to mainland aristocracy? No doubt someone formidable. In this sense, an islander's identity did inhibit her fortunes. She was an overlooked jewel.
She was an overlooked jewel.
Yes.
Interesting.
And I think the reason I think the sentence is so important is because outwardly it does seem like she's praising her, right? Like she's saying, "Oh my God, Chizuru is so formidable. She's so well read. She knows so many languages." And then she immediately says she would have been something formidable had she been born to mainland aristocracy, immediately implying that she's not formidable right now.
And she's like less than,
and she is limited and less than because of her identity. And I think this is why this book is so interesting and, in my opinion, also important to read, because it replicates these ideas of colonial mindsets, colonizer mindsets, that are of those like well-meaning people, you know what I mean? Because again, Shizuko is often portrayed as this very well-read person as well, but also this person who's really thinking very well about the people that she meets. Like she often is super enthusiastic about learning more about Taiwanese culture. She's super enthusiastic about eating all the dishes that she has, which for her, eating a dish and learning about a culture are very much intertwined. So this book has a very big theme of like food is culture kind of situation, which I think is really cool. I like those themes very much in my books because I agree, 100% agree. But I find it so interesting how the author, who is Taiwanese, by the way, this is maybe also important to notice, the author, Yang Shuangzi, is Taiwanese, and this book was originally published in Mandarin Chinese before being translated into English about 4 years later, I believe. I find it so cool how the author has managed to make Shizuku such a complex character, while also every so often talking about this colonizer mindset with Shizuku as the main character. Because Shizuku, of course, doesn't think of herself as the bad person in these exchanges. Right. Of course she doesn't. She thinks that she is in the right, and she thinks that she's being a good person here. She thinks she's being a good friend. I don't think, from everything that I've read so far, I don't think Chizuru considers them to be friends on the same level. And I find it so interesting how the author has managed to make that come through, despite the entire book being of the perspective of Shizuku herself. And I think that's a massive feat as an author, and I'm honestly incredibly impressed by this.
Yeah, no, that is very impressive. Oh, that's so interesting. Kudos to the author. Yeah, that's a very delicate thing to
exactly.
A very subtle thing. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know that if everyone who would be reading that would pick up on that.
No, same. And it's so well done, in my opinion. Like I'm a massive fan of how the author has managed it so far. It's
great job. Yeah. Yay. Well, that's good stuff. What did I do? We got changed because we're actually I don't know if we're gonna be able to do another sprint.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because we gotta get going soon.
We could probably just gab until we're done, but like, we have
tough time for another sprint. But we just got changed. So we get ready to go.
Yep.
So
I'm just looking at some of the comments here.
See, I did so be proud of me. I did laundry last night and folded it a little bit today and put stuff away.
Ooh, nice. The folding part is always the worst part anyway.
Yeah, is the worst part. Speaking of quotes, can I read a quote from XOXO? Sure, why not? Go ahead. Drop it in the chat. Houses. I met my new housemate who's 18, aka house of 30-year-olds. Glad to get out of there soon.
Yes. I get that.
And the affix. Also, in a lot of languages.
A lot of Asian languages have this in common as well. Like in Tagalog, on the Philippines, for example, it's very common to refer to older people as ate when they're female, which basically just means big sister.
Yeah.
I did that when I was there, and I got to meet the housekeepers. I always called them ate, so older sister. And it doesn't necessarily mean anything about relationship necessarily. It basically just means this is an older person, but they are not that much older that I would have to be extra formal with them, for example.
Honorifics of different levels, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yay,
I'm glad, Howell. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Yes, it is.
I mean, we are.
We are.
We're in a basement units, but yeah.
I did change my outfit because we're getting ready to go to dinner in a little while with the family. So, how dare we? I know. How dare
really.
I'm sorry.
Honestly.
Horrible.
Given the opportunity, we would be here all day.
But I am going to be on spring break or vacation, holiday, whatever you want to call it, pretty soon. So I'm going to be doing a lot of sprints that week since I'll be home. So, boo. Thank you. Katie is proud of me.
Oh, that's cute, though.
Oh, everyone duck. Cute.
That's cute. I love that.
Cute. More like you need to be strong for yourself first. Be healthy and happy for yourself first before you can be strong and give happiness to others. The healthier and happier you are, the more you can give to your fans, right? Yes.
It's it's the phrase you can't pour from an empty cup.
Absolutely. A up duck. That sounds cute. I love that. That's okay. I have 2 left feet.
You really do.
I know. And 2 left thumbs. Yeah, well, it's not 2 weeks. It's only a week, unfortunately. But yeah.
No, that's sad.
I know. I know. Yay, that's cute. Okay. Yay. Well, unfortunately, I think we do got to cut it short.
Yeah, we're kind of close.
But everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with us today and listening to me and Natalie rage this morning, if you were here for that, and with our book review and everything else.
You had a great time with that review, huh?
Oh, we had things.
We certainly did.
It's my lowest rated book so far. Oh,
that's painful.
Yeah,
that's painful.
But that's okay. But anyway, if you haven't subscribed to everybody who's here, everyone's linked in the description below. Thank you for hanging out with us. I've been trying to do this every Sunday if possible. So I hope to see you all next week. Great inside joke I just realized was Granny Duck. Granny Duck? There's so many inside jokes. I don't even know which one I'm talking about. Okay. But anyway, okay, guys, have a great Sunday. See you later.
Bye-bye.